And we're back with part 2 of Hide and Seek, looking into the murder of that chick. Let's see, I think this is my room.
Huh, that's me.
Yeah, we don't need to go in there. Whoa, almost missed this room.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Okay, yeah, he was, with Mortimer, so he had an alibi. That's a no-go door. Anything here? Nope, nothing glowing. And on down we go. To... whose door is this?
President George Washington.
I believe he had an alibi as well, but let's talk. Or at least search the room for honey. Or money. What's this? Nothing. Nothing there. Okay, pretty sparse place here. Oh, here's something. Alright, more royal jelly. Drink that shit. There we go. I don't know why I keep calling it honey. Obviously something wrong with me. Whatever. Drinking jelly just sounds nasty. Yeah, it should be 0 because of my skill.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Sweet. That's the next skill use is free. I got 4 of those babies.
It looks like a note between Emily and Washington about trade deals.
Oh, I don't have the skill.
My dear George, I'd like to invite you to join me as planned at my place. I have a project to show you. It is time that the United States played a more important role on the world stage. I understand your reluctance of playing with fire. I know your new country is very young, but rest assured that I would do nothing to jeopardize what we have built together. I look forward to seeing you soon. Your friend, William.
And there's George Washington right over there. Let's see, anything else here to play with? Nope. Can I go outside? Nope, door locked. Alright, let's talk to George.
Greetings, Louis.
Mr. President, you can guess why I'm here.
Of course.
Lord Mortimer has sent me to ask you a few questions about last night.
It's... How am I going to tell Elizabeth's father that she's dead?
I know, Mr. President. I shall endeavor to find out the truth about this tragedy. I must ask you to help me, though. Please.
Find the degenerate pig who did this, Louis.
I'm talking to all the guests to find out who has an alibi and, well, who doesn't, Mr. President. Can you tell me what you were doing last night so that I can strike your name off the list?
I spent the night right here, reading.
All night?
Exactly. Emily stopped by in the middle of the night. You can ask her. She wanted to talk about some business we have in common.
Anything whatsoever to do with Elizabeth?
Not at all, Louis. A business matter.
God, I'm using up all my points like crazy.
Are you all right, Mr. President? Are you feeling all right?
Oh, don't worry. It's this rotten toothache. What do you expect? I'm no spring chicken now.
Tell me, Mr. President, had you spoken to Elizabeth since your arrival? You know her father. You thought she was dead.
No, I didn't. And I believe I'll be taking my remorse with me to my grave. I wanted to, but I didn't know where to begin.
You can't blame yourself. You couldn't have known that her days were numbered. Do you know if she had any enemies, Mr. President?
Not that I know of. I heard about her altercation with Mr. Perry, but that case was closed if I'm not mistaken. But if in doubt, I wouldn't leave any door unopened. And I'd go and question your fellow countrymen.
Don't worry, countryman or not, I'm not letting anybody slip through the cracks.
So it's almost seeming like as I learn new things, I'm gonna have to go back and talk to those other people.
Do you know why she came to the island?
To get help, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that right?
Indeed. Sir Gregory suggested to her father that he introduce her to Lord Mortimer to see if he could help her.
Yes, Lord Mortimer has a talent for healing, apparently. I'm not surprised Sir Gregory advised her to come.
Agreed.
Well,
I shan't keep you any longer, Mr. President.
Feel free, Louis. If there's anything I can do, just ask.
Thank you, Mr. President.
so yeah, I've discovered little tidbits or, accusations and whatnot for both What's-Her-Face and Angry French Dude. Ah, golden elixir. Where's this door go? Oh yeah, it's just out. Okay, so we've done Georgie's room. Are we facing the right way? No, we are not. Uh-oh, who dis? It's not Mortimer, is it?
Good day, Monsieur de Richet.
Mr. Volner, are you looking for anything in particular? Next to Elizabeth's room?
No, nothing special.
I'd have thought this is not really the shortest way to get to your suite.
Yes, I wasn't really looking where I was going. I shall leave you now, sir. I will return to my room.
Well, that was snaky. I have to talk to him sometime. Wonder if that's his room. Does it say? No, it doesn't. Oh no, that's where we caught him. Okay, is there anything in this hallway? Doesn't appear to be. So this must be her room, the murder room. Guess we might as well go look around. Whoa. That's, different decor. A little rambunctious, they didn't say anything. Oh, and the body's still here too. Boy, she had a lot of tats. Especially for back then, I would think. I don't know, actually, I'm not. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, we'll do the left first.
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
That's right, I can do it for free. Come on, royal jelly. Looks like a piece of amber in there, too.
An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible.
Sweet. Analyze the notes using my occultism for free.
Feet and hands are bound. A piece of cloth in the mouth prevents the tongue from being sectioned. It looks like preparation for an exorcism. Is Elizabeth really possessed?
Let's use one of my,
The note suggests binding the feet and hands, then blocking the jaws using a piece of cloth to prevent the tongue from being sectioned. That looks like a method to control an epileptic fit. I wonder if Elizabeth is the one being treated for that illness.
more stuff to talk to Liz about. Interesting. Okay, stuff everywhere.
There are numerous marks on the body. She must have fought like a lion. It couldn't have happened without a lot of noise. There are also a number of old scars. Scars are superficial and were made several years ago. She wasn't trying to take her own life.
Self-inflicted, probably, looks like. Is what he's saying.
People who scar themselves in this way generally do so to relieve some kind of psychological suffering. By trying to master the pain, they establish their self-control. Scarring, ugh. Scarring isn't very regular, but they're mostly from old
Okay,
cuts.
yeah, it's the same info.
She had the Sigillum de Ameth tattooed on her, the symbol of the living God, written in the language of angels, according to believers. It is rare for someone to know about symbols like this at her age, unless her mother was a tutor. Symbol of Masons? What's that doing here?
Okay, upper body next.
I count no fewer than 9 wounds on the thorax, with a lot of blood. On first sight, I'd say that's what caused her death.
Oh, man. Use another one of these.
It looks as though the wounds were inflicted from a precise angle,
She was unconscious.
as if the murderer was standing behind Elizabeth.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, use the last one.
The wounds are clean and look like they've been inflicted by a sharp object. Some of the lacerations have damaged vital organs, the heart, the right lung, which is perforated. Most of them weren't given with much force. She might even have survived. But the stab in the heart, though not all that deep, sealed her fate.
She did it herself.
Some of these tattoos are veritable works of... What's that? The skin between her breasts is different. Bloody hell! This tattoo was drawn on a page of leather and stitched onto her skin. Probably during childhood. If the scars are anything to go by. It's the same kind of tattoo as on the rest of her body.
Okay.
I see no sign of bruising on the skull. The only clue is a scar from a previous craniectomy. Poor Elizabeth, she must have been very young when she went through all that. That's torture. She also has old scars around the neck, maybe mutilations. She bled from the nose.
No, we can't afford it.
What a strange smell.
That might be important. Damn it.
Breath. It smells of alcohol and of laudanum. We'll use it to relieve pain.
She numbed herself up and stabbed herself to death inside the pentagram. Not sure why, though.
No wounds, but blood on the right hand. Nothing on the left except
That's
that
just my
tattooed
guess.
symbol.
Ooh, my occultism's high enough that I can do it for free, so let's take it.
This pinnacle's a trap. The wearers of the pinnacle thought that they were protected from evil by surrounding it inside the different circles of the pinnacle.
Okay. Did we do the legs?
Blood,
No.
but no trace of blows on the legs.
It's probably important.
Let's see. No trace of sexual assault or rape.
Okay, got that out of the way.
More tattoos, similar to those on the rest of her body.
That's all we can do. We are out of movement points as well. What do our other things do? Displays immunities and cures negative alterations. Okay, examined her. I'm feeling, for some weird reason, she did it.
Knocked over a bottle of wine. What kind of plunk is that? Hey, it's a Bordeaux. That's a Chateau de Briand. It's a great wine. I don't know what's happened to this wine, but it's undrinkable.
Oh, there's so much stuff on the floor.
Poor girl bled to death. Whoever left that footprint has boats for feet. That's at least a size 15. Where's a size like that here? Peru? Washington, maybe. The blade is short and thin. Well sharpened, apparently. It's covered in blood. Still fresh. The lower part of the handle is unsullied by blood. The murderer gripped the weapon so tight that there's no blood where he held it. The handprint indicates a small and slender hand.
Small and slender hand like hers. Okay, we've checked all those. Wait, is there a golden elixir in there since I've used a few?
All right.
There
I've
we go.
retrieved everything.
Now then. What's up here? Ugh. That's not what I wanted.
Vials of laudanum. The label shows that this laudanum comes straight from America. I wonder if Washington's involved.
Oh, we have to go back and talk to everybody first. Ugh. Or, I mean, again. Okay. Whoop. We've done that. Wait. Oh, royal jelly. Take it now. Whew. 2 points. I feel like a king. Come on, isn't there something to look at about that? I was gonna say. This is kind of obvious.
Pentagram. What the hell's been going on here?
We at free occultism.
Contrary to what most people believe, a pentagram's not there to conjure up, I don't know what evil or demonic creature. With the point toward the top, the pentagram is an ancient symbol of protection against evil. Many esoteric rituals are based on this shape. Could Elizabeth have been sacrificed during an occult ritual?
Yes, her own occult ritual. I'm sticking with it. I couldn't stab myself 9 times, I don't think. That's a pretty brutal way to go, but, you know. She was numbed. Pistol.
A pistol? Fairly new, I'd say. And judging by the weight of it, fairly light. The tribute engraved on the barrel. To the liberators of France. There's a few dried traces of blood on the grip. Difficult to know for sure how they got there. It's extremely well maintained. The barrel is perfectly clean.
Okay,
It
so
isn't
it
loaded
wasn't
and
fired recently.
there's no traces of gunshot residue. I'd conclude that it hasn't been used recently.
That's what I said.
Right. I shall have to find its owner.
These doors open? Okay, because you'd think you'd want to check that. Ooh, what's this down here?
Piece of fabric. High quality at that. I'd say it's silk. Going by the texture and the gray hue, it must come from a dress, that kind that women of quality wear. It's a travel dress. The silk has been lightly waxed to protect it from bad weather. And I know the very woman who came up with the idea, given all the traveling she does. My mother. God help us. Why did she come here in the first place? The material appears to have undergone abnormal wear and tear. She must have been scouring the countryside, and that doesn't look good.
Yeah, her mom's still missing too. Okay, stuff on the desk. Oh, wait, stuff on the floor.
3rd New November, 1791. My dear sister, the cancellation of our reunion hit me like a stab to the heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but I can't help but blame him. He claims that your condition has worsened and that it could be dangerous for both of us if we met. If only I knew where you were, believe me, I'd be at your side. I haven't received any news from you in a long time. Please write. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. I hope you like the enclosed talisman.
Okay.
August 24th, 1792. Elizabeth, I am driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you. But they still remain unanswered. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me, please. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. That horrible woman came again yesterday. She spent a long time speaking with Father. I didn't understand everything because they spoke in French, but I'm sure they were talking about you.
And the last one.
June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last. Write soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want. A notebook, written in Elizabeth's handwriting. It is written in a mix of several languages. Not too easy to work out.
Well, why not? Spend the last point. Let's do it.
It's medieval Latin. Well, enough to translate a bit. He's coming. The demon is upon me. He's coming back to kill me. There she is. Death has come to finish me off. I've just run into her son. That was her last entry. What tortured writing.
Okay, what's this other one? There we
A
go.
novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
Don't use psychology on Elizabeth Adams. Another coin. What's this? Another freebie, which is always nice. Yeah, we already looked at all of that.
Huh. The talisman that I gave back to Elizabeth. I can't exactly say it brought her good luck.
Guess we're not gonna pick it up.
Huh. The talisman that I gave
Sorry.
back to Elizabeth.
Pressed it again to see
Can't
if that
exactly
would
say
pick
it
it
brought
up.
her good luck.
Okay, let's stay in there. Flavor Flav's been here?
Clock stopped at 3:54. If it was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime.
Yep.
That would clear Emily de facto because she was still with me at the time.
Whoa, didn't notice you in here.
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother. She still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
Okay, so maybe I already should have known that, but she's John Adams' daughter.
Has Sam finished with this room?
Do you know who could have made such a mess of this room?
Miss Adams, sir. We were given orders to leave the room as it was, so as not to rush her.
Did she have a fight with someone to get the room into this state?
Not that I know of, sir. Miss Adams would sometimes throw a tantrum, during which she would destroy anything that came to hand. Lord Mortimer told us not to enter the room.
Thanks for that information.
You are welcome, sir. Has Sam finished with this room?
I believe I am. Thank
I know
you,
enough now.
Jeeves.
Thank you.
Very well, sir. Sir may return whenever need be. I shall guard the door.
That's awesome. So, that was a lot of info and interesting stuff, plus used up all my damn points. Oh well. Let's see, where are we headed to next? Looks like there's a room here and a room here. Wonder who resides there. Guess we can move a little faster. There's the downstairs, which we're not going. Oh, it's locked anyway, so it don't matter. Okay, who's this?
Monsieur Johann von Wulner.
Ah, the guy we met skulking in the hallway. Let's talk to him a second. Even though we have no ability points. If nothing else, we can search his room, hopefully for some royal jelly, as I always go on about. I need some painting.
The alchemist is a young man.
Okay. Anything on the bookshelf? Nope. We'll just check this whole room first.
A chest locked with a 4-letter code.
Yeah.
Surely a word close to the owner's heart.
Yeah, I don't. I thought it was gonna be a lock I could pick, but no. The hell? I don't have skills to search?
The Sorrows of Young Werther. There's a handwritten text signed by von Werner on this first page. Dear Elizabeth, I know that this book is but a small token compared to the delightful moments you gave me, but I hope that this will nonetheless keep the memory alive. Your ever-obedient servant.
So, Volner had a relationship with Elizabeth. But that's hardly surprising given his fondness for the occult.
Alright, royal jelly. Royal jelly. Now I can go search this stinking thing over here, and I better get something decent.
Golden elixir.
Oh, crap. Bloody golden elixir. Hortus delicarium. Uh-huh.
A Greek drachma. One of the rare ancient coins to be mentioned both in the Bible and in the Quran.
Well, la-di-da. Alright, let's go in this room. Ah, there he is. But first, search everything. Why can't I read that? No idea. Another coin. I'm stealing all your pocket change, bub. 'Tis mine. Nothing. Absolutely not. Whoop.
Amber.
I want some jelly. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Say, hey, you had a relationship. What up with that?
What can I do for you? de Richet.
Monsieur, Lord Mortimer has appointed me to investigate the tragedy that befell us last night.
Oh, yes. It's horrible. Yes. How can I help, monsieur?
Let's start off with the hardball.
Excuse me for asking, but did you know Miss Adams?
Oh, she... not really, to tell the truth. No.
That's a lie.
I found the Werther dedication, signed by your hand, monsieur. Would you like to change your version now?
Be careful, de Richet. Don't push your luck. My relationship with Miss Adams was pure, and has nothing to do with you. Well, continue playing the detective as you see fit. But if I find the bastard who did that to Elizabeth, I will...
Yes! I would have preferred a simple response, but I see I have my answer now.
Let's use one of these things. And it should tell us... Or do we go to this screen now? There we go. So wait, where's this guy's name? Richet, Mortimer, Adams. Ah, Jean Volmer. He's immune to occultism. Let's try psychology. Sure.
I get the impression that your romance was over. Am I right?
So? What does it matter to you? I would never have attacked her, if that's what you're insinuating.
Who put an end to the relationship? You or her?
It was her. It was her. But what does that matter? We both agreed.
I get the impression that your
Oh, I
romance was
pressed the
over.
same one,
Am I right?
So? What does it matter to you?
Yeah,
I would never have attacked her, if that's what you're insinuating.
Who put an end to the relationship? You or her?
It was her. It was her. But what does that matter? We both agreed.
Difficulty 0.
Please, tell me a little more about the nature of your relationship.
That is a personal matter, monsieur.
Yes, that is true. So, tell me.
All right. It was passion. That's why we couldn't stay together. It scared her.
Okay. I don't have diversion.
Where were you last night?
In my room. I read a few ancient manuscripts before going to bed. But I didn't stay up long. I was tired.
Thank you kindly.
Well, that's all I can get from him right now.
We finished. I'll have a look around and then take my leave.
Do whatever you have to do.
You think they'd have a thing that looks at feet size, although he kind of already guessed it might be the big pirate French guy. Which means I need to talk to them again. Okay. And there's another room coming up? Yes, another room on our left. Is this it? It's locked. Okay. So, just want to check something. What is this? Okay, that's stairs up. I think that's to go talk to Mortimer. So, we should run back and talk to a few of these people again. Clip clop, which one's this?
So Jacques Perru?
Yeah, we need to talk to him about his big ass feet. I think he was in the room after she was dead. He looks like the kind that would be carrying... Well, I don't know. That pistol, I think, was designed for smaller hands. More delicate hands. Because it was more lightweight and stuff. He seems like he would carry hand cannons. next room. The hell? Don't tell me they go away after you talk to them. Oh no, there he is. Hey, big and ugly.
All right. Have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions.
Oh. Yeah, footprint. Oh, we got a bunch of
I
things
know
to
you were
talk
at the
about.
scene. We will save a lot of time if you just tell me what happened.
You know nothing at all.
Enlighten me then. For now, I have your footprint in a pool of blood.
That's right. The only thing you can prove is one of my boots was at the scene. Congratulations. You've wrapped up the investigation.
What a dick. I'm still talking.
All right. Have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions. You were armed the night of my arrival. Can I see your weapon?
No.
You do realize you're not helping, don't you? You're making it worse for yourself. I'd like to talk about the letter you're writing. What woman is it addressed to?
Who says it's a woman? I'm not saying any more. There's no point you insisting.
Okay, I think that was it for the extra questions, but...
Dear Monsieur Peru.
All right.
we've
I've
read
retrieved
these.
everything.
Yeah, we already clocked this room out. Double check him one last time.
All right. Have you
Yeah,
finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions.
Let's see. Footprint, we already did. Still got his gun. Found his letter. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. We're done.
Goodbye, sir. We shall meet again.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't think he did it. As miserable bastard as he is. I think she did it. For some weird arcane reason. Is this Bonaparte? I think I might have had one clue for him. About secret munitions and whatnot. Me again.
Monsieur de Richet, please be quick. We are both very busy.
Let's see. Yeah.
As any good soldier would, I imagine you own a firearm. May I see it?
Oh, well, if you really want to, here is my pistol. Don't worry, it is not loaded.
Do you have several of these?
In Corsica, oui, but not on me when I am traveling. Only a bandit would carry such an arsenal.
Thank you. Did you hear about young Elizabeth?
Indeed,
it's the
it
same.
is deeply regrettable.
Lord Mortimer asked me to...
I know. You no doubt want to know my alibi. I spent the night downstairs playing cards.
Already talked about everything.
Well, have we finished, monsieur?
Exactly. Thanks again for all your answers. Good day.
Good day. Alright, back to the door. Click clack. Wonder why his room has, like, a few of the rooms require more loading and a few of them require basically none. Interesting. Who's this?
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Yeah, she's got a few questions to answer. Don't want anybody to think I'm going soft on her just because of last night. Ha ha. But yeah, it looks like she's working with George Washington secretly. Hello, where are you? You in this room? Nope. There she is. Time to talk.
What can I do for you, Louis?
Did you and Elizabeth get to know each other?
I must admit, Louis, I
glad to
didn't
hear
take
this.
much interest in her. I feel a bit guilty about it, but I never actually spoke to her. She seemed burdened by her problems, and as she wasn't invited to the conference, I didn't really seek her out.
I won't keep you, Emily. Thank you for answering my questions.
See you, Louis.
I guess my clue's about her and George Washington having some business. Whoa, just in case, what is this? Golden elixir, whatever. Don't really have, her and George Washington stuff don't really have any bearing on the case. Let's see. Still need to talk to everybody. Who's this one? Until we got it. I think that was my room. Who's this belong to?
Huh, that's me.
Oh, well, what was the other room? Oh, it's locked, so doesn't matter. On we go. This is Cardinal Piaggi. Locked. And locked, except it's a stairwell. And down this way we go. Is this George Washington?
President George Washington.
Yeah, let's go just make sure no new convos come, and then we'll go upstairs and talk to Mortimer. I think he's upstairs. Did I don't think I checked that book. Shit. It's not the one that was lit. There it is. I'm using it for a 1-point trick.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Ugh. What a waste. What a waste of points. What's this? More golden elixir. Hey, George. Give me a bunch of royal jelly, please.
Greetings, Louis.
Great camera angle. Oh yeah, the laudanum.
Were you aware that Elizabeth took laudanum?
Yes, she came to ask me for some. She had finished her reserve, I believe.
Did she tell you why she was so desperate to get some, Mr. President?
She said she had terrible migraines that wouldn't go away.
More likely for the voices she heard, not the migraines.
I want to ask the other
Were you aware
question
that
line
Elizabeth
if it
took
opens
laudanum?
Yes, she came to ask me for some. She had finished her reserve, I believe.
Yeah, does he take a lot?
Do you take it regularly, Mr. President?
Unfortunately, I do, Louis. I still suffer from a terrible toothache, and it's not likely to get any better.
It's just for that, then.
Old age, my young friend. I don't wish it upon you, but you'll soon see. At my age, it's rare to have no problems in that domain.
And do you take a lot?
A moderate amount, Louis. Only the dosage indicated on the prescription of my doctor.
Okay.
Tell me, Mr. President, had you spoken to Elizabeth since your arrival? You know her father. You thought she was dead.
No, I didn't. And I believe I'll be taking my remorse with me to my grave. I wanted to, but I didn't know where to begin.
You can't blame yourself. You couldn't have known that her days were numbered. I shan't keep you any longer, Mr. President.
Feel free, Louis. If there's anything I can do, just ask.
Thank you, Mr. President.
We found a bug in the system. Oh, wow. It's totally bugged. I can't move. Well, let's see what happens if I press leave. Oh, there we go. Wow, that was weird. Quality control, guys. Quality control. Alright, I think we need to head up the stairs and talk of what we know. We have no action points. How bloody delightful. Yeah, looks like just running around this way will get us to the main staircase. Won't let us go down, will it? Nope. Didn't think so. Time to go up. Yeah, I wish I knew more of why with her voices and all the occult tattoos and whatnot. But I think she numbed herself and in a tirade, whatnot, knifed herself to death, enough to bleed to death anyway. There was already signs that she cut herself to a lesser degree over time. Wow, this is that big hole there. I think I will save and leap off of it at some point in the game. Needs to be done. Anything here? Nope. Hey, boss. Ugh. Oh, wait, what's that? Royal jelly. That's so awesome. I thought maybe I didn't get, yeah, I did search this room. Alright, let's talk to the bub.
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
I'm listening, Louis.
I believe I've identified the murderer.
Really, Louis? All right then. Please think carefully before you give me your answer. This is a very,
Better
very
have
serious
kill
accusation.
herself. Better give me the ability. Yeah.
I believe it was suicide.
Suicide? Louis, I hope you have solid evidence.
I've got several now. Does it give me a chance to do them all?
She was covered in scars from previous acts of scarification. That proves that she was prone to harming herself. Her suicide was the culmination of this.
What you say makes sense, but it's a little weak. Haven't you anything else?
I do.
She overdid the laudanum and the wine, probably to take away her anxiety. She could have decided she couldn't go on and acted while she was not her normal self.
Sounds a bit far-fetched to me, but it isn't without logic. Anything else?
The knife found beside Elizabeth's body had a handprint on it, a slender hand. Without a doubt, the hand of a woman.
And Elizabeth is the only female guest? Come, Louis. Anything else?
It is my conviction that she killed herself.
So she stabbed herself 9 times?
They weren't deep.
Really? That's very hard to believe,
Super
Louis.
deep.
Louis, I'm afraid this is simply not sufficient. This is a serious accusation. I need concrete evidence. That is why I am taking over this case as of now. Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
She seems to be making every effort to steer clear of your guests.
What do you mean?
For the past few weeks, my mother's been playing cat and mouse, if you will. I don't know why, but it wouldn't surprise me to learn that she's trying to avoid someone. The question is, who?
And in your opinion, would she be the cat or the mouse?
Knowing my mother, she would be the cat.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities, and yours, in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me. Did my mother intend to finance a war? I'm not sure that I follow.
No, your mother's aim was not so much to partake in a war, but rather to make Monsieur Bonaparte accountable. France is in turmoil, and having the support of a military man can often come in handy, Louis. You'll see. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play, and I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what is said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
If only my mother had trusted me, but she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Is this usual for her?
As head of the Order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine. That said, it's the first time she hasn't let me in on the reason for her trip. And it intrigues me, to tell you the truth.
Well, I am sure that Sarah will explain everything once she reappears. There's something I still don't get. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
Her not coming back to the manor after so long makes me wonder if she is wary of someone.
Well, certainly. But whom? The only ones who were present during her stay were Sir Gregory, Duchess Hillsborough, Mr. von Wollner, and myself.
How did my mother and Duchess Hillsborough get on?
Oh, very well, I believe. They spent a lot of time together. Without wanting to exaggerate, I rather got the impression that Emily reminded your mother of herself when she was young. The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
Tell me about her disappearance.
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol. Then, before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on.
That means my vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that?
Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation. Until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you. The room is just opposite Mortimer's study.
Well, that was interesting. It seems he's taken over the investigation. I still think it was a suicide, but it wouldn't let me present all the clues I'd found, but that was... Alright, so now we're going to a tower room. Must be this locked one here. And we'll be checking stuff out there. So we'll do that on the next little bit of video. So until then, thanks for watching and have a good night.